Nashville. I had to do it. I had to do it. Everyone. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had the infamous sweet potato cupcake before because someone brought it to me as a gift at one of my events a few years back. So I've known about the place for quite a while. I'm just not a fan of like sweet potato, cinnamon, candied yam, but that's just me, right? If you're into that, you'll love it. But anyway, they said, well, Darius, they got more than just that. You know what? They do, and I'm here to find out. So why don't we go in and check out voted #1 in Tennessee, y'all, the Cupcake Collection. Do you hear me complain? I'm not complaining.
No.
I'm just telling you my critiques. I'm not complaining about it. You don't hear me complaining.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but those are my critiques. But again, that's a personality thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Somebody, the next person will come in and say the complete opposite of what I said.
At the end of the day, everybody doesn't have to love us. And if that were the case, everybody doesn't love Jesus either. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they got a Rolls Royce and Ford. You see what I'm saying?
Is this your first time here?
This is my first time here, but I've had the sweet potato before. Someone brought it to me for as a gift.
Okay.
So you just have cupcakes, that's it?
No, cake, yeah.
Whole cakes or slices?
Whole.
Whole cakes, got it. Okay. So
4-pack, 6-pack, couple.
let's probably do a dozen. Let's do that. So 2 cookies and cream, 2 lemon berry, 2 strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, what I said.
Shortcake.
Yes, what I meant. I'm high, forgive me. 2 sweet potato. I wanna roll with you, baby. Feeling so. Did I say red velvet? Yeah. Rock and roll and rock, make it sweet love. Okay, a wedding cake. What's the difference between wedding cake and birthday cake?
Birthday cake would be our vanilla and wedding cake is almond.
Okay, so let's do a wedding cake and a strawberry.
That it for you?
That's it. Rock and roll and rock.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good.
All right, well, I'm out.
See ya.
Thank you. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
All right, see you later.
Who's that?
That is young Chris Walls of who's the manager here.
Oh, okay. I don't know who she is. I'm just like, okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, your total is
4360 Fizor. Oh, not low. Yeah, print it.
Thank you so much and come back and see us.
Thank you. Can you got like some, I can grab a couple of those spoons or forks? Okay, let me do that. All right, let's see what we got. All right, cupcakes are here. Let me do the probably the most infamous one that everybody wants to see is the sweet potato cupcake. It was just okay for me. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of a sweet potato situation, but you know, I do this for y'all. I mean, it's good, but if you into the cinnamon nutmeggy thing, you'll love it. If you're not into it, like me, you'd be like, it's just all right. If I'm tasting it with the I like a cinnamon tongue, it's a 4.5 out of 5. Okay. See how I can do that? All right, let me try the red velvet. The frosting just separated, like literally, the frosting literally separated from the top, which means it's not creamy enough. It's too stiff and dry. It's not the best red velvet I've ever had. And you're not gonna taste it and say, "Oh my God, that's the best red velvet." It's all right. It's like a 2. Let me try the strawberry one. Everything here looks like it's buttercream, which is a shame, especially all buttercream. It's horrible. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, that's tough because the strawberry cupcake itself it's dense and sweet. The frosting is thick and sweet, so all I'm getting in my mouth is like, you know what I mean, like a bunch of sugar. I'm not getting anything that's like balanced and like a little bit of acid or citrus or something like that. That's kind of tough to go with. I'm gonna try the wedding cake one, but even in looking at the wedding cake one, look at that. Look how that frosting is like so thick on there. I'm going in with high hopes. Same thing. Too thick, too dry. Sorry. That's hard to get down. Too thick, too dry. There's a thing. That cupcake, if it goes in too dry, it comes out too dry. So you gotta add a little bit more buttermilk, a little bit, whatever your dairy is, you gotta put a little bit more in so it comes out super moist. That's like too dense. That's like bread almost. And then that frosting, it's gotta be creamy. What makes a really beautiful frosting is a creamy frosting, right? Not something that I can pick up like a solid piece of something, but something that kind of smears over. If that means that I need to whip that buttercream extra hard with, a little bit more heavy cream or something to help make it cream, I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want stiff, hard frosting, and that's stiff and hard. So, all right. Let's try the strawberry lemonade. Look, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I could literally peel off the frosting from the top of the cupcake, right? Like I can literally separate the frosting from the cupcake. And then look, once I put the frosting, I can pick the frosting up, put the frosting down, and nothing's on my hand, right? I can pick up the frosting on the cupcake, put it down, and very minimal is left on my hand. That's what I mean when I talk about it being like stiff and not like a frosting should be creamy and beautiful. This one is just okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. No. You hear that? I don't know if you can. I don't even know if you can. If you can hear that. And then before y'all get in my comments talking about, we like dry cupcakes. Let me show you what I mean when I say dry. I'm gonna peel the frosting off. I want you to see this. Okay, I'm opening the cupcake. You see how that cupcake split just like that? Watch this. You see that? Crumbly. Crumbly. Right? Crumbly. So I'm just looking at the technical aspects. And of course, it's just very dry. Not my favorite. I'll give you my final thoughts right here. I mean, if I had to rate the cupcakes, I mean, I'm just not a fan of buttercream. So let me just say that before I tell you this. You know how there's people who like either you love cilantro or you hate cilantro, right? There's no in between. That's kind of how I feel about buttercream. You either love it or hate it. I hate buttercream with a passion. Cream cheese me, whipped cream me, that thick buttercream is just not my thing. So I'm prefacing that, well, what I'm ready to say with that. Even considering that, I got to give it a 2 out of 5. Right? Strong 2 out of 5. I want to give it more. I want to love it like everybody else loves it, but unfortunately, I just don't. But they doing just fine by themselves, honey. They were voted #1 in Tennessee. So whoever lives in Tennessee must love this place. So my taste buds are mine, yours are yours. Bring yours down here and support, because these places, they still need our love, support, our dollars. So if you're ever in the Nashville area, the Cupcake Collection, come check them out and tell me what you think when you taste them.
Cake is a thing where you can like it or you don't have to. And at the end of the day, we've been here for 15 years. I started this business on the last $5 I had.
Yeah, and you must be doing all right.
I turned it into over 10 million
Yeah, you
by
must,
myself
yeah.
with no loans, no debt, no anything.
Yeah.
So when when I hear someone say,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, well, what is it that you have that you can say good? Because at the end of the day, this has been a Nashville staple, and one for Black people.
Yeah.
Where I've come and this whole neighborhood has been built around what it is that I've done. So something has to be good for it. You don't have to love it.
No, and I say things like that. Just because I don't like something or I prefer something else doesn't mean that somebody else wouldn't love it. Clearly somebody does. You're voted #1 in Tennessee for a reason, right? So you're doing something right, and you don't need my validation at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I don't, but I don't ever want anybody to leave with a feeling that they felt like they paid for something that wasn't worth it. So
I don't feel like that. No, I feel like that. So here are my critiques. For me, I hate buttercream frosting.
Yeah, and that's all I like. So I can't stand whipped
and
icing.
I said I'm going to preface this by saying I absolutely hate buttercream icing, right? So I just don't like it. Cream cheese or whipped cream is my fave, not buttercream. So
but you had cream cheese buttercream in there.
No, on the sweet potato one, but the other one,
and on your red velvet, you did too.
Okay, well the other ones weren't. Okay, so then the reason I don't like it is because it stiffens up. Thank you so much. I got them done in Colombia, South America. But no, it stiffens up too much for me, right? And I like it creamy. And the example I showed is that I could pick it up and put it back down. That means that something's not creamy enough. That's just my preference. I like a schmear. You know what I mean?
And so for me, the way that I raise my kids on something that says I'm only going to give you ingredients that I know how to pronounce.
Yeah.
In the sense of this is going to be 5 ingredients or less. So something that will be shelf stable has got to require that you put in.
Listen, don't make no excuses for me.
I'm just.
Don't make no excuses for me. No, that's what you stand by. What you do.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Look, so this is all butter on purpose. This is butter, and it's sugar on purpose.
And that's fine.
I don't believe in, what did you call that? Lard. I don't believe in lard.
And that's fine. And that's fine. And
so
then
it's not gonna give you. It's not going to give you that, and I would say that a lot of the people who come and, are patronize our business understand that this is what that is.
Do you hear me complain? I'm not complaining.
No.
I'm just telling you my critiques. I'm not complaining about it.
I get like, oh, well, I don't want him to spend his money.
No. I'm not. And I come in no place like this. I know I don't like buttercream. When I go to the grocery store and I get a cake out the grocery store, I look for the whipped cream ones, not the buttercream. I don't want those, right? And then the cake on the almond one and the lemon one, which is a little dense.
Yeah, that's how I like cake to be.
There you
but
go.
That's why we're.
Listen.
In fairness to us, one of the reasons why we're called the Cupcake Collection is because we are a collection of cake from this spectrum to the next.
Yeah.
So for people who don't like their cake to be sort of like wet, like that's me. I want my cake to be.
Then that's fine.
But that's what we have sweet potato for. That's what.
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you.
We're gonna hang out for that, which is why a lot of people like that. But
and there is a difference because you're right. I didn't say the same thing for the red velvet. So you're right.
Everything is you should get a whole entire
And that's
thing.
absolutely fine. Yeah, you don't hear me complaining at
Yeah,
all. Right.
yeah.
So, but those are my critiques. But again, that's a personality thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's,
saying?
yeah, that's the thing.
Somebody, the next person will come in and say the complete opposite of what I said. So
Mm-hmm.
please don't, girl, don't listen to me. Okay.
Well, I thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Mignon Francois.
Mignon. Oh, somebody else mentioned you earlier in my thing. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a good sport about
Oh,
it.
yeah. I
Honey, because
mean-
some of the owner, the people, they wear me out.
Well, hold on. We have to, before we go, we have to.
Come on, do a picture of me with as high as I am.
Well, because,
Come on, let's do it.
we made friends. Okay.
Now I got a bunch of haters, so when you post it, I don't know what they're gonna say. But I got triple the amount of lovers.
I was gonna say, but you stood here, you talked to me, you
Yeah.
let me, say what I had to say. At the end of the day, everybody doesn't have to love us, and if that were the case, everybody doesn't love Jesus either. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they got a Rolls Royce and Ford. You see what I'm saying? I get it. Okay. Pleasure meeting you. Have a beautiful day. All right. All right. You too. Thank you. Never know who you're gonna meet.